Alright, so I'm just going to go over the talents here. First one is Feral Swiftness, increase your movement speed by 30%. Alright. That's good for DPSing right now because that will lessen the time it takes for you to get behind your enemy, and in case of a moving fight, less time is spent having to reapply your bleed effects later on because you can keep up with them a lot better. Furor, basically just filler for that. It's decent at least if you need to ever change in a fight. Predatory Strikes there. It's also just more filler, really. It can be useful when you need to give a quick rebirth to a tank that's died, but whatever. Infected Wounds. It's not a DPS talent or anything, but it will help out your tanks, and again, it's just filler. Fury Swipes. Now this, as you can see, when you auto attack, it gives you a 15% chance to deal 310% weapon damage. So if you got like a staff or a full armor or something that has a lot higher end damage, then it'll be quite better. I'll go over my gear in a sec after this so you can kind of see. Primal Fury there, just when you crit with an ability that adds a combo point, it'll give you a second one. That's amazing. Sometimes you can get like 4 or 5 crits in a row. Feral Aggression here. You'll see with me, I don't usually use Ferocious Bite, so my DPS could be higher, but like this, it's just filler for my spec. King of the Jungle, basically just your Tiger's Fury, gives you back 60 energy. You'll see that used in the rotation. Thick Hide there, mostly filler again. I don't take Feral Charge or Stampede because it really doesn't save you that much time, because by the time you reach the enemy, you could have already done your mangle and started to shred, or something along those lines. Leader of the Pack, always good. Heals, filler as well. Brutal Impact, I just skipped that. Same with Nurturing Instinct. Your DPS, you shouldn't really need that stuff. Primal Madness here. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Your energy by 20, it increases that, and yeah, that's always good. Survival Instincts, once again, you shouldn't really be taking damage, so you don't need it. Endless Carnage here, increase the duration of your rake by 6 seconds, and Savage Roar by 8. That's really good for DPSing there. Less times you have to apply a rake, the better. And same with Savage Roar. Natural Reaction doesn't work in cat form, so skip that. Blood in the Water, it's kind of filler, but depending on how it goes, then on a boss or something below 25% health, then yeah, it would be a DPS increase then to use Ferocious Bite instead of reapplying Rip. Rend and Tear there, damage done by Shred by 20%, and yeah, critical chance of Ferocious Bite up by 25% on bleeding target. Pulverize, you won't ever use, and Berserk, basically just your abilities cost half energy in cat form. And then over here, Heart of the Wild, just 10% more attack power, pretty standard. Here, gear wise, it's not the best, but there are some pretty decent things. You want to go with oh, my meta isn't activated anymore. Just the 21 agility, 3% increased crit damage. I haven't played this character since 4.0, so you'll need to possibly double check that. I just have the 10 all stats to activate Socket, and was originally for the meta. For the most part now, what you'll want to do is any gems stack just put a 20 agility gem in there since they got rid of Armor Pen. With that, it's not worth going for a Socket bonus unless it's I think 8 or 9 stats, or 8 or 9 or higher for the stat you gain. But if it's like something on this where it's like a red socket, then by all means go for it. Head, yeah, you want 50 attack power, 20 crit. Necklace, there is no enchant. Shoulder, 40 attack power, 15 crit. Backing, you want just straight up agility there. Yeah, more agility. And basically, you want to just be a total agility whore and stack as much of it as you can with the extra gem or two to once again activate your meta. So it's like this, and yeah. One thing that you will want to do later on, not quite in the beginning, is reforge a lot of your crit or excess hits. As you can see here, I'm way over hit cap, and I should change that, but that's a different story. And yeah, so then, because as of right now, Mastery, its thing is for cat form, increases damage done of your bleeds by, let's see, by yeah, 53%. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's at now or not, but and then bleed damage by an additional like 3% per point. So yeah, Mastery with this, it adds quite a bit. It's another 24-25% damage of bleeds. Alright, so now I'm going to get into the rotation here. Just make sure you got Mark of the Wild up, and what you'll want to do usually is, if you're kind of going towards a boss, you'll start by running in, using one mangle, Savage, followed by a rake, and then depending if you get clear casting, you'll want to use Tiger's Fury to regain your energy, and then you go with like a shred till 5 combo points and then rip. So I'll just stop this for a second here, waste these points. Okay, so here's kind of what the rotation will normally be like.
It's too far away.
And basically you just want to, for me personally, I find that watching my timers gives me the best thing. And right when Ray can help that armor to fall off, just using shred, and that should to like 3 or 4 times should add time to your grip. And you only need to really refresh or break right after it goes. Usually I refresh like 10 seconds left, but right there, it's a bit of clipping issues, but try and not mess something up. Oh, and I just realized that this has been a little off because I did not have berserking on my bars after this. Oh, that's what my bar screwed up with. Alright, let's try this one more time.
I need to release her.
Lovely. Come on, cancel. There we go.
I'm out.
Really, so long as you have the timers going, it's very easy to manage your debuffs and ensure that nothing ever flares out. basically all that's really needed to play a fair Druid. It probably isn't perfect because there's been many changes since but it could still be perfectly viable in a raid situation. With that though, whenever you get kind of any trash or something like that, it's usually better DPS to just basically run in on, I'll just do it on the test dummies here, run in, use Mangle Eyes, get up Savage Lord, and just spam swipe. And pop that and just go crazy. Usually in ICC, depending there, you can get about 15k DPS and people think you're god. Alright, well then, that's basically it for my little tutorial. Hope it helped.